Hi, I'm Victoria Ballou, and thank you for trusting your intuition and coming here in this moment to choose a stack of cards, to hear the message your subconscious has for you. And so I invite you to choose the stack of cards. Is it underneath Vesta, my warrior priestess, or perhaps underneath the fossilized shell, maybe underneath the quartz obelisk? Don't take too long to choose, because it's really your first impulse that if you allow your subconscious and listen to it, it will tell you immediately. And while you're doing that, I want to share with you my favorite quote, the quote that I live by, which is by Albert Einstein. And I want to share it with you because I hope that you can incorporate this into your life as well. He said, everything is energy. That's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. This is not philosophy. This is physics. And so, with that in mind, which stack of cards did you choose? I'll begin with the first stack. Underneath Vesta, my warrior priestess. We'll slide her over on my Charter Labyrinth and take a look at the first card, which is your overview energy. This is your energy from a broad standpoint right now. Let's take a look and see what's going on. So you have what's called lust here in the Thoth deck. In other decks, like the Rider-Waite-Smith, for example, it's called strength. It basically means the same thing, which is you are possessing dynamic strength right now, but it's with heart and it's with passion. And so this is a wonderful energy that you're resonating with, because you're here right now feeling powerful, and it's coming from a heart-centered place where you're either passionate about something or you're moving through something with the strength, but also the heart that's invested in it. So, nice energy. Yeah. We also have your challenge card, because, of course, there is challenge energy. Even when everything is going well, like with the lust card, there is still a challenge. Let's see what this challenge is. Okay, and so you have the Four of Cups. It's called luxury here in this deck. And what this is talking about is, especially if this is challenge energy, is that it's you're being faced with adjusting to feeling truly, allowing yourself to embrace where you are. Given that we have this lust card here, which is all about passion and moving through something with a lot of heart, and then for this Four of Cups to show up as your challenge energy, this simply means that the potential exists for you to dive even deeper into this beautiful energy of embracing with your heart something. Because you already are, this is saying you can go even deeper with it. So I want you to think about what that is. It is talking about being happy with where you are, but recognizing that there is something more. There is something deeper. So is this a longing? Is this the strength that you possess in your lust for whatever is happening in your life right now? Is this putting yourself in the position where you also recognize that there's something else? That's the question that you need to ask here, certainly with the challenge card as it is. And so I'm looking at what Vesta, my cat, is doing here. I'm not quite sure. She's looking for something as well. So we're going to take a look at your third card, which is your course of action called for. This is the energy that is saying, pulling together your overview, pulling together your challenge. This is what you need to do. Let's take a look. All right, well, it's the Ace of Cups. This is becoming very clear about what you need to do. And that is This is all about the beginnings of something brand new, a brand new energy of love, of relationship, of something that is starting. And if we look at all three cards together, you are certainly in the position of understanding that this is happening. And you're feeling very good about it, but you recognize that it's either not quite what you had hoped, or it is, you're recognizing that there's something more. And the tarot, your subconscious is telling you, yes, there is, and it is the beginnings of something brand new for you. And if you don't recognize this yet, think about it, because there is so much heart energy that's happening here, that it's really necessary. This is almost like an overhaul for you to start on this new journey with this Ace of Cups energy. Ace of Cups can also represent karma. And in that way, what I'm referring to is this could be a karmic relationship that is beginning. And maybe you're sensing that, and maybe that's where this Four of Cups energy is coming in as your challenge to go deeper and recognize that indeed this is where you are with your life at this point. It could be a relationship within yourself, aligning within yourself, but more than likely it's a relationship with someone else. And it has great potential if you do the work necessary to work out that deeper aspect of what this Four of Cups is talking about. I know that sounds very broad. At this point, I am working with the cards as far as just what they are showing me here, but it's a very clear and deep message that there is work for you to do on an emotional level, and that the reward is going to be the beginnings of something new in your life that is going to feel absolutely wonderful. And so I know that you know what I'm talking about specifically, and I hope you do the work that brings all of this into its highest potential. All right, let's take a look at the second stack of cards and see what your overview energy is, your energy from a broad standpoint right now. Well, it's the Two of Cups, love. You can't go wrong with that, right? This could absolutely, be the love of someone else, that you're in love with someone. It can represent the love that you have for your situation right now. It can represent the love that you have for yourself also. You know what this is, but you're in this beautiful state of love right now, and congratulations. What a fabulous place to be in. But of course, we always have challenge energy, and this is energy that is dealing with where you are as well right now. So let's take a look and see what's going on. Okay, and so here's the Knight of Discs. Couple of things this could represent challenge-wise. The Knight can actually represent an aspect of you, can represent an aspect of someone else, or it could just be the general energy of what the Knight of Discs brings. And this is dealing with health, medicine, or finance. Actually, it feels like it could be both. And so this is the world that we're dealing in, because discs represents our physical reality, our physical body. And so I know that I've thrown out a lot of different routes that that this could be, but you know what it is. And this is being your challenge energy. This could mean that you're in this wonderful place of love, but there could be an issue dealing with money, dealing with health, something along those lines. And this is what is necessary for you to deal with right now. But we do have the third card, which is your course of action called for. Let's take a look and see what it is. Okay, well, this is making some more sense because it's the Eight of Discs. Here in the Thoth deck, we call it prudence. what this is referring to and what this is saying, your advice is that it's time for you, this is talking about patience. It's time for you to plant a seed and to allow it to grow, nurture it, allow it to come to its full blossoming and bearing of fruit. This is not an instant fix, but this is about taking the time to invest in something, and you will know what it is. Taking the time to invest in something and allowing that to come full circle to its highest potential. The tarot can only talk in broad terms here, but you know what I'm talking about. And so from this place of beautiful love that you are in right now, there is that challenge that's dealing either, as I said, financially, medically, something health-wise that is bringing your attention, that you need to bring your focus into. And the way to deal with this, your subconscious is telling you, is to, if you haven't already, plant a seed that is going to grow into something that is going to result in dealing with this challenge. If you don't know what it is yet, if you don't know what the seed is yet, if it hasn't been planted, then meditation, of course, always helps. Going on a long walk and clearing your mind. Pay attention to your dreams, of course, and see what this is. It will come to you what you need to do. And I really hope you do it, because this is the path that the tarot, that your subconscious is suggesting that you take to clear this up, to move through this energy. And I really hope that you do this and that it helps. All right, let's take a look at the third stack of cards. Let's scoot the obelisk over and take a look at your overview energy. Your energy from a broad standpoint right now. Well, okay. We have the Five of Swords. It's called Defeat here in the Thoth deck. I'm sorry, first of all, that this is the energy that you're dealing with right now, because no one likes to feel defeated. It's really sticky, unwelcome energy. But when we all have to face it at some points in our lives, there are ways to do it that help us move through it in a beneficial way, to take this as an opportunity. And that's what I'm saying to you here, is that yes, I recognize, and certainly this card is saying, you're feeling like you have lost something that you did not want to, and you're not feeling good about it. But if you take this negative, sorrowful energy, maybe angry energy, and turn it into looking at it as, yeah, this is my opportunity to do this, to recognize that I can move through this in a healthy, positive way, then you've really turned the tables on this energy. So if that Five of Swords wasn't enough as your overview energy, you do have a challenge card here, and this will bring us even more clarification on what's going on. So let's take a look. Yeah, so you have the Six of Cups. It's called Pleasure. And so this is probably a relationship issue that you're feeling defeated on. The loss of someone that you did not want to lose. And I'm really sorry for that. It's so tough. And again, the way to move through this is to recognize that there is something beyond this. There is always something beyond this feeling, beyond what you're dealing with right now. And if you can look at it in that way and understand it from that point of view, then you are going to make some positive choices, beneficial choices for yourself, which is going to bring you out of this this place, this energetic place. It's not going to be instant. It will be a process. But if you do take even one step in a positive direction of remedying this, then you have started the journey, and then take another small step, and before you know it, you have moved way beyond this. It will take time, but you can do it. And so that's why we have this third card, which is your course of action called for. And oh, this is fun. It's the Fool. And so the tarot, your subconscious, is telling you that the way to do this is to take a risk. The Fool is all about taking risks, because the Fool recognizes that they are a soul, that they are soul energy who has incarnated in a flesh and blood body to have an earthly experience. And sometimes these experiences are not pleasant, but it's all part of what this entire living thing is all about. And the Fool takes risks to take the chance of having these really high, fabulous moments in life, but also recognizing that those low moments come. The Fool is always at the beginning of a journey, and that's where you are right now, and that's what this card is telling you your course of action is, and that is to recognize that you are at the beginning of a new journey, and take some risks in a positive direction. Recognize that you can move forward from this place, and do so with the intent that you're going to move through these feelings of defeat, and that you will once again gather pleasure in your life, and that this will come. Yeah, the Fool is one of my favorite cards in the tarot, because it represents the energy of always being at the beginning and taking a risk to have a life that is full. So I want you to think about this as you work through this energy. Take some risks, but make them as positive, as constructive as you possibly can. Make them productive as you possibly can, and move through this energy. And I hope it helps. I hope it helps your progress. Okay. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me, because I always appreciate hearing from you and helping you. I'm always here to serve you. And once again, thank you for joining me.